Yo, Mr. Thailand! I just arrived in Bangkok and I have 72 hours to explore this place. I need you to tell me how I can see the modern side, traditional side, try some delicious food, and see as much as Bangkok as possible. Let's explore Bangkok.
You have 72 hours in Bangkok and you want to see as much as possible. Well, great news guys, because today I'm going to take you through the top things to do and how you can see everything in the shortest amount of time. Bangkok is a massive city, so honestly I would say if you have the time, spend even more than 3 days. But if you're limited on just 72 hours, I think you're gonna love this itinerary.
Welcome to Bangkok, my friends.
Anyways, a little background on Bangkok. It is the capital of Thailand and home to over 10 million people. The city is loaded with stuff for anyone in any age group, from insanely good food to lively entertainment, arts, boat rides, temples, and so much more. This city is nothing short of being Asia's craziest city. We'll be diving into a mix of popular attractions, hidden gems, and unique experiences, so you'll leave feeling like you've truly experienced the city. Plus, make sure you stick around to the end as I'll share some off the beaten path recommendations to elevate your trip even further. But anyways guys, before we jump in, you probably want to consider having phone data without paying an arm and a leg from your international plan back home like I once did. Staying connected is essential in this day and age, whether you want to keep in touch with family and friends, share your moments on social media, or simply use the translator app to connect with more locals. Whatever it may be, I have been using the Holafly eSIM, which has saved me a crazy amount of money when I compare it to the $12 a day my plan in America was charging me in extra fees every single day I was abroad. For Holafly, they offer unlimited data plans, which are a must when traveling. With access to over 200 destinations worldwide, Holafly's simple and reliable installation process takes just minutes, especially when comparing it to the time it takes to set up a new physical SIM in the country you're visiting. So if you want to get set up with your eSIM now, grab your phone and download Holafly's app now and use the code WORLDNOMAC to receive an exclusive discount for all of you watching today. Anyways, let's jump right into your Bangkok adventure. So it is day number 1 here in Bangkok. Start the day with a traditional Thai breakfast of khao tam, which is rice soup, or kai jiao, Thai omelet, at a local eatery. Once fueled up, it's time to head over to the Grand Palace, which is the most famous landmark in Bangkok. Walk through the majestic halls.
I mean, even look at the design of these trees. They look maybe something like big bonsai trees. I'm not a tree expert, but that would be my guess. And then this palace is something else. Truly breathtaking to see it.
And admire the intricate architecture, including the Temple of the Emerald Buddha, known as Wat Phra Kiao. Pronunciation is definitely off, by the way, sometimes, so don't blame me, my friends.
I would say this is arguably the most famous thing to do and see here in the city. I mean, look at this. That is phenomenally colored.
Afterward, head to Wat Arun, or Temple of Dawn, situated along the Chao Phraya River. You can take the ferry even for a scenic ride across the river.
And this is the biggest one in Bangkok?
No, it's not the biggest, but it's one of the most iconic landmarks. It's on the money. It's all over the world. People know it as the symbol of Bangkok.
Yeah.
It's also one of the oldest. It's been around since like the 1500s. It's awesome, huh?
Yeah, this is amazing.
In the afternoon, enjoy lunch at one of the restaurants along the river across from Wat Arun, where you can savor authentic Thai dishes with a view of Wat Arun. After lunch, you can visit either Benchakitty Park or Lumpini Park, which are known as Bangkok's best parks. Stroll through the peaceful paths and take in the views of the city skyline while getting a feel of being in nature. In the evening, experience Bangkok's bustling street food culture with a street food tour in the old Siam area. For me, I went with a chef's tour, which I have linked down in the description below for you guys, and you can try on this tour tons of local items that will take you even closer to the local Thai cuisine, much more than just the typical pad Thai that everyone gets, which is good, but it is just the most common one. Finish off the night at the famous Khao San Road, where you'll find lively bars, restaurants, and shops. It is a must-see place and a great example of Thailand's crazy side. And for those of you guys who want a more sophisticated or high-end evening, there are tons of rooftop lounges you can visit, like Sky Bar for panoramic views of the city. It is day number 2 in Bangkok, and we have a lot of ground to cover, so it is time to wake up bright and early and take a short trip outside of the city to the Mae Klong Railway Market.
All right, for Mac, right? All right, new license plate. Congrats. So we started somewhere up here, and now we are all the way down in a place called Samut Sangkram. Samut Sangkram with our buddy Chob, the man, the myth, the legend.
A one-of-a-kind market situated on active train tracks where you can witness the vendors pull back all of their goods from their shop every single time that the train passes through. From there, you'll want to go ahead and visit the Damnyeon Saduak floating market, where you can shop for goods and snacks directly from your boat.
Swadika, fresh coconuts. Oh, tasty. Oh, fresh coconut sliced open. You want one, bro? 2. Oh, yeah.
But to be honest, guys, it is a bit of a tourist trap when it comes to prices being much higher than everywhere else in Thailand.
Yeah, they're super basic made. That's why I was like $700 for one. That's like $25, $20.
5's good for 2, right?
Yeah. I mean, still, it's way overpaying, but like it's a market.
But to be fair, you are kind of paying for the experience since you're riding around on a boat, and they're obviously going to get much less foot traffic since they're selling to people on boats than they would in a traditional market. Anyways, in the afternoon, after you return from the morning trip out to those 2 spots, you'll want to indulge yourself in a Thai massage at one of the many reputable spas. You can get either inexpensive massages for just a few bucks, or you can go to super high-end spas like I did over at Loft Thai Spa. They will give you a full deep tissue massage, and you will feel so good, you'll be so ready to explore, and you'll probably want to come back every day while you're in Bangkok.
Hello. Oh, honestly, one of the best massages I've ever had. I feel better than ever.
Anyways, afterwards, you could consider visiting the quirky condom cafe for lunch known as Cabbage and Condoms.
Everything around here, even like the pieces on the stage, are like wrapped condoms around that.
I know this sounds kind of wild, but it is a very unique spot with a playful take on promoting safe practices while serving delicious food.
Condom says, "Don't be shame, be game, use condoms."
And usually not something you would expect to find in the same place, but hey, that's Bangkok for you, baby.
That's insane. That's insane, guys.
Afterwards, you can spend some time in the afternoon at Icon Siam Mall, mainly because you can hide out in the AC, but it is also a fascinating mall, being a billion-dollar luxury shopping center with a modern take on traditional Thai culture. And by the way, once you're hungry again, down on the bottom floor, they even have a full street food inspired floor, and you can taste so many delicious foods in a very clean and trendy atmosphere. The mall itself is also great for you shopaholics. Later in the evening, head over to the Mahanakan Skywalk. It is the tallest observation deck in Thailand for a breathtaking sunset view. There's also a transparent glass floor that you can walk on. Unfortunately, you can't bring cameras out on it, but you can take them from afar or have someone to take it for you. But one thing I want to mention is, depending on your plans, you could even have dinner first somewhere else and then come later in the evening to the Mahanakan Skywalk and have some amazing views of Bangkok at night while you experience the Skywalk in more of an upbeat rooftop lounge type of vibe. Once again, depends on what you're interested in, but they're going to offer 2 completely different experiences in the exact same spot. Another option I want to mention is you can have a special night out and treat yourself to the Saffron Luxury Dinner Cruise, which is this high-end dining experience that has you sail down the Chao Phraya River. It is a super relaxing way to enjoy some Thai delicacies with iconic landmarks like Wat Arun and the Grand Palace lit up in the background. Now, don't worry if you don't have a large budget. There are other dinner cruise options, but you'll get what you pay for if you go for a much cheaper one. The boat's usually going to be a bit more crowded, and the quality of the food will definitely not be as good. But pick something that fits your budget. And last but not least, it is our last full day and we want to make it count. So let's start bright and early this morning, and our first one is going to be an optional one. If you're willing to do just over an hour drive, you'll want to head over to the Wat Sam Phran, also known as the Dragon Temple. This lesser known gem is famous for its towering pink temple wrapped in a dragon sculpture. So you can actually walk up to the top through
The inside body of the dragon, and the way this is like shaped, the sound, I don't know if you can hear this in the GoPro, but there's a serious like echo from this. So here we go to the third heaven, immortal happiness, everyone. That's beautiful. I'm really enjoying this.
because you're just going in circles and circles and circles until you get up to the top. So after that, you'll want to make a trip back over into Bangkok via Grab or taxi. I would most likely recommend, if you're going to the Dragon Temple, have the taxi or Grab wait for you, or do it through a tour, and that way you don't have to try and figure out a taxi once you're there outside of Bangkok. So I would head back up to Bangkok, and if you have the time and energy, visit Bang Krachao, which is known as Bangkok's green lung.
All right, I think this is the ferry boat terminal right here to get us over there.
And it's going to be something for all of you active people who are interested in renting a bike and exploring this lush, serene area.
So that's how we're going to be cruising around this whole place and exploring. So let's do this.
That is actually a man-made island right inside of Bangkok. It's got tons of beautiful nature and trails to ride around on, and you can experience a fair amount of it in just an hour or two bike ride. In the afternoon, head back to the city for lunch in the Thong Lor district, which is Bangkok's upscale neighborhood filled with trendy cafes and restaurants. After lunch, it is time to get back into the markets and head over to Chinatown.
And we've got that Chinatown feel where everything's just red and vibrant.
Yeah.
Nothing screams Chinatown like that.
Here you can find tons of local shops, so much street food, and I would even recommend to maybe consider trying out the durian, also known as the smelly fruit.
It's very stinky. It's like sucks.
That's so weird. Does this make your breath smell?
Yeah, and for like a few hours you're burping it, but like, dude, so locals love it though. Like, it's just very expensive. So one whole durian is about 45, 50 bucks American. Not for you?
I don't know. It's not as bad as I would have expected it to be, but anything that's soggy, I just don't like soggy things. But I don't know, not bad, not bad. I'd say it's worth a try because you might like it. I mean, Chris is American and he's loving it.
Yeah, I like it.
Cap off your Bangkok adventure with a stop at Terminal 21 Mall, which is uniquely designed to resemble an airport, with each floor themed after a different city.
Look at this, San Francisco, I see you. Wow.
Sometimes people like visiting malls on their trips, sometimes they don't. I included a lot of malls in this itinerary because Bangkok really has some very unique and exotic malls, and it's really nice to take a break, especially with how hot it can be inside of that city. Explore the shops, grab some souvenirs, and just enjoy the fun atmosphere. I was even able to have some Mexican food while I was inside of there, so if you're looking to have something a little different than Thai food, you've got tons of options. And last but not least, end your evening with a relaxing walk or boat ride at River City, Bangkok.
Yeah, it's a different type of, I guess you would call it mall, where they have all these different types of like, you know, really exotic pieces that you could put in your home as like centerpieces. So this is really cool, like just stuff that you can't really find anywhere else.
A charming destination with a mix of art, dining, and entertainment. So guys, this is just one way to spend an amazing 72 hours in Bangkok, but the city offers so much more to discover. Whether you're drawn to the bustling markets, majestic temples, or modern luxuries, Bangkok truly has it all. So make sure to check out the links down in the description for more resources, including additional itineraries, which you can find inside of my ebook, as I mentioned earlier, as well as other things that are a bit harder to come across, which is like how to get from one island to the next, ferries, speedboats, how do you travel by plane in Thailand, and so much more. That has all of my experiences written in there, and I think you'll find it very helpful. So if you want to check that out, there's a link down in the description below. I really hope this guide helps you guys create an unforgettable set of memories in Thailand's vibrant capital.
Like that?
And don't forget to check out my other videos, which cover so many other things to do and places to visit all around Thailand and the rest of the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next Nomac Guides video.